Women who married older men, what's it like when they get really old? 1. There was 15 years between parents' dad was older. And it was one of those things where the age gap didn't matter until it did. Kind of situations. He was young and active and healthy, but he also retired before. She did, and he kept working part-time until he was 72 or 73. So there was a good 5 years where he was retired and just sort of worked around the house and waited until she'd get off of work. She retired at 62, but he was 77 by that point. Then for the next decade plus, they did retired things together, traveled, etc. But the last few years, he was having some mobility issues, and while they still did a lot together, she was taking care of him more and more. He just passed away recently, 89. And my mother is in good health and only 75. She might live another 20 years without him, as both of her parents lived into their 90s. I think it presents its own challenges. But if two people love each other, they can definitely make it work. At least my parents did. Number A, my mom was 11 years younger than my dad. She developed early onset Alzheimer's in her 60s, and he took care of her for 7 years before she passed. One day during her sickness, he looked over at me, shrugged, and said, "So much for robbing the cradle." Number A, my sister married an older man. He is now in the first stages of dementia and is requiring as much work as if he were fully bedbound, complicated by the fact that he is extremely healthy from a physical perspective, so he isn't dying anytime soon. Number Y, you take care of them. They die, and at the funeral, everyone gives condolences. To the children and first wife. Number Y, I married a man who is 15 years older than me. I'm 40 now, and he's 55. He has had a few health challenges, but hasn't really slowed down. We met when I was 28 and just a mess. He was 43. He had no children or ex-wives. It was just him and his dog. He took care of me, took care of my children. He loved me and encouraged me and helped me achieve so many of my dreams. He has been the biggest blessing to my life and gave me the kind of structure and stability that I had not ever really had, and afforded me a life I wasn't sure I could ever have. The kids are grown now. We have a 3-year-old granddaughter and twin granddaughters due this fall. He gets to be a grandfather and is a great one. I've definitely thought about taking care of him as he gets older, and what that will be like. And I know there is a high likelihood of me being alone as an old or older person, but all of that is worth it for the beautiful like we are. Sharing and will share. I consider it an honor and a blessing that I will get to take care of him as he gets older and offer him the same kind of stability and support that he so generously gave to me as a young person.